Hello guys, Golden Zen here. Short video update on what is going on and what's happening now. I'm still working for Nightfire Source. I still try to contribute new tracks every now and then. Then there's also A Bond for Life by Benjamin Lind, which is going on pretty good. We have done some cool things in the past, and in the recent past, so to speak. And then it's taken pretty good shape. And then there's also Year of Spies. I work together with Chris and Steph Stone. We have completed 3 episodes so far, and the next are being planned and then being made. And by the way, it has been nominated for Marseille Web Festival. We're going there very soon. I'm going to keep you up to date there too. I'm going to try to make some video footage there as well, because that's the first kind of convention or film web festival I'm going to attend to, so this is going to be quite a thrill. Okay, so let's start with the bad news first. There was the project of the Moonraker Tribute Suite. Now, the thing is that the reason why I have not uploaded it yet, or why it has not been released yet, is simply that, as you know, I like to be, perfectly covered with everything, and I don't want to have anything not being right, or I just want to be correct. So that's why I license all my songs. Of course, that way I can sell them, which just basically means whenever you buy a song, a certain percentage of the price goes to the one who holds the copyrights to it, or holds any kind of rights. I mean, I'm no lawyer or attorney or whatever. Now, the problem is when, for example, I do a cover of the GoldenEye Overture, for example. Of course, then I will put in Monty Norman, John Barry, the James Bond theme, because it includes that, as well as Eric Serra as the one who wrote that track. Now, the problem with Moonraker is there had never been a CD release of the soundtrack. I know there has been, but it was quite a meager soundtrack release. I mean, there were a lot of cues missing, and basically the ones I've covered in my tribute suite, they have never been released, or they have never been properly named. So how are you going to find out what the original name is and what the composition is called and who holds the rights to it? Now, that was the problem, and I was asking that myself, and I always license and distribute my songs over at Louder. The guys do a great job, but they told me, since we don't know who has the rights to that, we will investigate, but it's going to be likely it won't succeed if that is a problem. And some of you who are savvy with Bond stuff have heard that there have been a lot of weird things going on whenever it comes to Moonraker, especially the soundtrack. So I, for myself, postponed that to a later point. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up again, or if I'm not going to officially release it, maybe it'll find its way to another project in one form or another. Now, the good thing is, which I've also announced, is the Bond 78 track. I've been working on it the last month, so I really wanted it to be perfect. I worked over and over, doing fine adjustments every now and then. And I'm also very happy and very excited and proud to announce that I had a great saxophone player playing a saxophone solo. Bob Magnuson from New York. He's just a great guy, a lovely guy, and such a great professional saxophone player. And I mean, the solo he put in there was simply breathtaking. I mean, the first time I heard it, I was almost passed out. So that is a very cool thing. And that is coming out soon. It's being mastered at the moment, and I plan to release it soon, like 1 or 2 weeks, hopefully, if nothing gets in the way. Now, the big announcement is my new project. It's going to be a rescore, but not of a Bond movie or something. It's going to be a rescore of a game some of you might know. It's pretty old now, but I still love it. It's called No One Lives Forever. It was a game that was released around 2000, and when I was a kid, I played it, and I just loved that game so much. And it's always been a part of it almost became a part of my DNA because I loved it so much. Because it's so narrative, and it has great characters. It's a 60s themed action game, but with completely over-the-top characters, with just a great story and great storytelling. Basically, things that I often miss these days in games and movies alike. And that is something I always had in the back of my mind. I wanted to do a soundtrack for that, because the original soundtrack is cool and very good, but it was done with the technology that was up to date back then, which today sounds, and I thought there's some great potential in there. And just what I'm going to do is take the cutscenes, because there are many. That's one of the strongest points of the game. It's so narrative. It has many cutscenes. So you can take the cutscenes and actually put them together like a movie, and I'm going to rescore that. And I remember at the times when I was rescoring GoldenEye, some people asked me, have you done everything and just upload chunks? Or do you do that on the fly, so to speak? And it's the on the fly version. I mean, I have scored now the first few clips, 10 to 15 minutes. I have worked on some basic themes, but I'm going to explain that later, because I'm also going to make some making of videos, because I plan to bring some guest musicians on board to make it just more authentic, because that project is also kind of a spiritual successor of the Spy Lounge 60s album that I did prior to this one. And I've learned many things, where the strong points were, what was not so good, where I could learn. And it's definitely going to be a very, very exciting project, and I'm really looking forward to it. Now, the thing is, I hope I can upload rescore clips on a regular basis. Now, as some of you might know, I have a full day job, and sometimes that just gets a hold of me, and I have to, make amends when it comes to making music. I just have less time, but I'm still trying hard to keep it on a regular basis, just upload it on a regular basis. A quick information in the end, maybe you have seen it already, or if you have not, I would recommend you maybe do it if you have some time. Check out my brand new website. I think it turned out quite nicely. I'm still feeding it with old content that I had on my old page, but it's a great one, and it's very intuitive, and I can make much more posts because it's a lot quicker than the first thing was, and so that's going to be a little bit more intuitive and a little bit more interactive, And speaking about interactive, if you have any questions, or if you like to ask something, or if you, just if you have anything, just write me, because that's the beauty of the internet. I take, time on a daily basis to answer to your questions, to your comments. Always look forward to them. And also, if you spread the word, that's always appreciated. So take care and bye.